Hey Jake, first off, what'd you think when you saw you guys are going to Gainesville, going back to where the season started?
I mean, great feeling, especially the way that we left there. And so um, we're not as hot as we want to be, but we're towards the end of the season. We picked it up and looking forward to going right back to where, like you said, right back to where it started and continuing our success there at that stadium. So
All right, Jake, we're going to go to Austin Pert of the Miami Hurricane. Austin, go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Just tell me about what it's like, sort of the pressure as you head into major regional series. I believe this is your first regional as a Hurricane. Just let me know what that's like.
it's a cool feeling, you know. You get of course, you get the butterflies in the stomach and gets all the juices flowing, knowing that you and your whole team are going up there, and it's the postseason now, so everything changes and perspective of obviously not how you play the game, but the way you play the game. Everything, the season's on the line now. So
All right, Jake, we're going to go to Susan Miller-Degnan of the Miami Herald. Susan, go ahead.
Hey, Jake, congratulations. And I don't think anyone on your team has ever been to Omaha. Is that true? Right?
that's correct. Yep.
Yeah.
Here has been.
I know as a college player, as a baseball player, it's something you must dream about, right? I mean, that's usually that's the goal.
Yep. Everything we do is based off Omaha, so we'd love to go to Omaha. That's obviously the end goal and where we want to end up at the end of the season is dogpiling on the mound at Omaha.
Do you guys talk about that? I mean, among yourself?
I think we all have that picture in the back of our heads, and obviously season's not done after a regional. We got to keep on playing and keep on winning games to get to Omaha, but I think it's in the back of everybody's head and where we want to end up at that towards the end of the season.
And Jake, also the idea that you're going to Gainesville, where you started out well, but it's still kind of a, menacing kind of place to play. How's your feeling about going to Gainesville?
I think it's gonna be cool. I mean, obviously last time we went there, it was at the beginning of the season and we're both ranked pretty high and the tensions were high already, but like I said, it's a postseason now and they'll be functioning, I'm pretty sure, at 100% capacity. So I think that's going to be first time all year that we've in a packed house somewhere. So always got to look forward to that.
Thank you.
All right, Jake, we have time for a couple more. We're going to go to Christopher Stock of Inside the U. Chris, go ahead.
Jake, what did you make of your last outing there against FSU? What would you think? How it went?
It wasn't my best outing. I came off a very strong outing at Louisville, so I had a good outing there, and then came back. And obviously, in the first inning, wasn't necessarily how I went, but I battled back in the next couple innings and fought fairly well and kept my focus towards the next couple innings, and I did really well. And then in the last inning, I just one mistake, and that was enough. So obviously, it's not my best, but I got to be better. So.
And Jake, the rotation has changed quite a bit over the last month or 4 or 5 weeks. Just curious if you've been informed if you'll get one of these first two starts.
I have no idea. We haven't. I mean, we just found out. So I think they were waiting to see who we're playing and what seed would get. So I have not heard yet.
All right, Jake. Our last question for you comes from Jason Parker of NBC6. Jason, go ahead.
Jake, what was the message from the coaching staff, especially from Coach Damari, after the 2 losses in the ACC tournament? Both of them were close games you still were in. What was his message about turning that page heading into the NCAA tournament?
2 very tough games. We never really stopped fighting. I mean, we fought the whole time, so that was always a positive. But we got to play better, and on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively, that we have to play better. And now is when the season really starts, and from here on out, that's how we got to play. So